Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. So, let's talk about friendship. What it is and what it's not. What is friendship to you? When you offer your friendship to somebody, what are you really doing? You're merging yourself with like-minded individuals. Sometimes you see those friends of yours do ignorant shit. Ignorant shit. Some of them do the same shit over and over. We know damn well they're not going to get a different result. They're doing the same shit. That's insane. So what happens? We sit there, we watch our friends, we see all these repeat cycles. And we, as their friend, are not going to sit back blindly and just watch our friend cycle over and over, repeating the same stuff and being miserable, and then eventually get themselves in a hole. You step in. If you're a real friend, sometimes you got to say something. Sometimes you got to stand up to your friends. Not stand up to your friends. Stand up and say, hey, you know what? This is wrong. Make a different choice. Hey, let's come up with something else together, because obviously the cycle you're in, it's not suiting you. It's not working. It's not beneficial. A real friend is going to be there to help you along the way. They're going to be there to, sure, give you support. Yeah, you got this. You could do it. But a real friend isn't going to agree with everything you say just because you said it. Sometimes we do things and say things out of emotion that we're personally feeling, but it doesn't necessarily make it all around right. And a friend is going to say something. You know, I had a friend today tell me, because of a comment I made, that I could remove them from my page if I liked. And I'm like, what are we, 5? See, I've known this person for many years, and just because I said something they don't like, doesn't mean they're not my friend. Doesn't mean I'm talking shit to them. Doesn't mean I don't like them. It simply means I'm pointing out bullshit. If I see it, I'm calling it out, because that's what a friend does. Would you prefer I sat here and agreed with you on all your wrongdoings and said, yes, keep doing that bad thing. That thing that's not working, keep doing it and see if it changes? No, that's not what a friend does. A friend is going to kind of be there to walk with you and maybe give some constructive criticism along the way. Now, a friend also has to be careful not to overstep their boundaries, because we have a tendency to sometimes try to take over other people's lives for them, kind of like a handler, because we feel we know what's best for them. And that's not fully true either, because we have not walked that mile in their shoes. We're not inside their soul and in their skin. We don't know why they've made the decisions that they have up until this point. All we can do is sit back as an observer, assess the situation, see maybe what we could do to help our friends. Because you know what? I would expect my friends to do the same for me. See, a lot of times people don't want to humble themselves. They want to be right, and they'll try to be right at whatever cost. And that sometimes means running over other people. That's not the way to do it either. That's ego. You want to do what's good for the whole, in an agape way, something that's going to benefit everybody. So when my friend said today, you could remove me if you like from my friends list if you're going to make comments like that. And I'm like, okay, I know the truth hurts sometimes. I get it. And I know that by me saying something, I may lose a friend here and there. I hope that isn't the case, but if I do lose a friend because of something like that, at least it's not because of drama. It's not because I've done something bad. It's not because I've wronged or slighted somebody. It's simply because I pointed out an area that maybe could use some enrichment. Because, man, my life is not perfect, and I'm trying to change, so I like to have my friends give me constructive criticism along the way. I enjoy that a bit, to a degree, but I also don't like to be controlled. So I try to walk I'm still learning. I don't know how this works, how this life thing is supposed to go, what we're really supposed to do to make this work, we're all under this earth dome together. We're all learning together. So I'm just out here trying to do what I can. In my opinion, friends don't let friends act fools on purpose. See, the hangman, the jack of fools, there's a good thing about that card, that tarot card, because the jack can actually reverse itself. It's one of the rare cards in the deck that can. It can turn its ways. It could go from being ignorant and the scapegoat to flipping that around and becoming the master. Not master, that's the wrong word, because I don't master anything. But anyway, I got off point. You get my meaning. Just this morning's thought. Friends,
Good friends celebrate your success. They're really happy with your promotion at work, your new relationships, or even your new shiny car. They'll be the first to call you and say, "Hey, well done. Congratulations. Let's go out and celebrate." They're always very proud of you. Toxic friends get jealous of your achievement. Even your smallest achievements enrage them. They cannot put up with the idea that someone's business is going well. They can like your photos on Instagram, but when you meet them in person, it's easy to notice. They're jealous of you. It's literally written on their faces. Number 2, good friends know the importance of your alone time. Sometimes we all can't stand the hustle and bustle of big cities, so we need our private time. We spend this time on meditating, thinking, reading good books, or walking. Our true friends understand this and never get offended, even if we cancel weekend plans with them. Toxic friends try to occupy all your time. They're like spiders. They literally need all your time and attention. They easily get offended when you want to spend some time alone and complain about you to others. You always feel guilty when you say no to them. Number 3, good friends are caring and empathetic. They say, "Wow, you look great," even if you have bed hair and are wearing a rumpled t-shirt. They never judge your appearance, and they always know how to cheer you up. Toxic friends judge and criticize you. "Oh, where'd you get that weird hat? You look terrible." They never miss an opportunity to point out your shortcomings, even the smallest ones. They hide behind the phrase, "I just want to help you," but they don't help at all. They make you feel awkward and uncomfortable. Number 4, good friends respect you and value your friendship. You're a very important person for them, so they know how to argue without being personal. Also, if something goes wrong when you travel together, they'll just laugh at all the troubles. Toxic friends lose their tempers easily. They can even shout at you in front of other friends or in public. If something goes wrong or not according to their plan, they lose their temper very quickly and become a monster. Number 5, good friends enjoy exchanging opinions. They're interested in your opinion and always listen to you. If they disagree with you, they'll express it in the mildest form. Toxic friends only want to win an argument. They hardly reckon with your opinion because they think that only they are right, and they try to prove it by any means. Number 6, good friends believe your words. Well, of course, they won't believe you if you say you're moving to Mars next weekend, but they usually believe all your stories. When you tell them something interesting, for instance, from documentaries, they believe every word. Toxic friends doubt everything you say. They're like, "Are you sure? I think it's better to ask Google." No matter what you say, they always want to double check. Number 7, good friends call you because they miss you. "How was your day? Is everything okay?" If you miss your class or work, they'll be the first to call to ask whether you're all right. They miss you and they worry about you. Toxic friends find you only when they need your help. "Hey, can you pick me up right now? Help me with my work? Walk my dog?" "No, come on, we're old friends." Number 8, good friends accept you the way you are. Even if you wear all bright colors together, sing on the streets, or spend all your weekends riding a canoe, they appreciate your ways. They don't care. They love you. Toxic friends try to change and control you. They always say something like, "What's better for you is," or "You have to try this." They find it hard to reconcile themselves with your lifestyle. But let's be honest, their advice is so annoying. Number 9, good friends know that everyone has their friends, and they won't judge you for that. They might even become good friends with your other friends if you introduce them to each other. If not, they'll still respect the fact that you like to spend time with your other friends and colleagues. Toxic friends don't like your other friends. Remember, they're like spiders. They don't want to share you with other people, and even with your family. They always want to be the center of your life. Number 10. Good friends know how to keep a secret. If you tell them, please don't tell anyone, they'll take it seriously. Don't worry, your secrets won't fly around the world. Toxic friends say things they shouldn't say, and they always add, I shouldn't have told you this. If your friend tells you others' secrets, it means he or she would spread your secrets as well. Just avoid their company. Gossip is not the best pastime. So, have you recognized some of your...
We all have habits we'd like to break, whether it's biting your fingernails, smoking, or eating late at night. But why are these habits so hard to break? Perhaps you think your day is made up of deliberate, conscious decisions, but in reality, the University of Duke study found that 45% of your everyday behaviors are actions that you repeat every day and tend to do in the same location. These are your habits. Habits are attributed to one of the most primitive structures in your brain, the basal ganglia, the same region that helps control processes such as breathing and swallowing. In an MIT experiment, a mouse sits behind a gate of a T-shaped maze where to the left is a piece of chocolate. When the door clicks, the mouse explores the maze, sniffing and scratching at the walls. First it explores to the right and then to the left, eventually finding the chocolate. A scan of their basal ganglia shows it's working furiously throughout the whole process. However, after a week of training, the mouse runs immediately towards the chocolate once the gate clicks. At this point, there's very little brain activity once the gate clicks, and the brain doesn't fire back up again until it reaches the chocolate. Our brains seek to minimize effort and space, and this kind of automatic brain behavior is referred to as chunking. Chunking aids in creating a new habit pattern in cells of the brain. It's like a task you do every day that you no longer really have to think about. Brushing your teeth or backing out of your driveway, skills that were once difficult to master but now become automatic. This process is a 3-step loop. Step 1 is the cue, which for the mouse is the click of the gate. Step 2 is routine, run through the maze, and step 3 is the reward, in this case chocolate. The cue and reward eventually intertwine, creating anticipation and cravings, another essential part of habits. Because we go into automatic mode during routines, our brains stop fully participating in decision making. Our habits will automatically unfold every time there is a cue. These habits can be so entrenched that the reward doesn't even have to be good. A study of habitual popcorn eaters at the movies found that they were minimally impacted by hunger or how much they liked the food, and they ate the same amount of popcorn regardless of whether it was stale or fresh. Our habits often overrule what we know is good for us. For example, a study of America's Take 5 campaign to encourage citizens to eat 5 fruits and vegetables a day found the program was effective in educating the public, but an assessment found that it did not change American intake, where only 11% met the goal. It changed people's intentions, but not their habits. So what are you to do? Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habits, gives an example of buying a cookie every day around 3:15 p.m. at work. The cue is 3 o'clock, but the reward is a bit more complicated, as the cookie can be a bundle of many rewards. It could be a relief from hunger, or an energy boost satiating a craving for something sweet, or it could be a nice break from work, or even an opportunity to talk to people. Duhigg wanted to break his cookie habit, and after some trial and error, discovered that what he really craved was socialization that came from buying the cookie. So around 3, he would get up and find someone to gossip with for 10 minutes instead. By using the same cue and the same reward of socialization, he was able to break the cookie habit. But what about habits that you don't always notice, like biting your nails? Psychologists suggest that first you think about when you bite your nails. Are you nervous or bored? In the case of boredom, nail biting offers a physical stimulation. So next, you need to mark down every time in your day you feel bored and have the compulsion to bite your nails. Maybe that's 5 times a day, maybe it's 28. But then you want to implement a competing response. Whenever you feel the desire to bite, you immediately put your hands in your pockets. Next, find a substitute that provides a quick physical stimulation, like rubbing your arm or tapping your knuckles on the desk. This allows for one habit to be replaced by another with a similar reward, but also uses the same cue. So when you're ready to take on a bad habit, just remember, figure out what your body is actually craving, use the same cue and a reward that serves the correct purpose, and be patient to help build that new habit. Now, if your bad habit involves